Hello everyone, welcome back to the surgical canvas. In today's video, we will be discussing the lateral cephalogram. The lateral cephalogram is used in plastic surgery for orthognathic surgery. First of all, we will discuss how we take the X-ray properly. To take the X-ray properly, we have to make patient stand in a neutral position where the Frankfurt line is parallel to the floor and patient is standing 5 feet about 150 centimeter away from the X-ray beam and the screen is 15 centimeter away from the patient, and the X-ray beams enter the skull laterally. Now after the X-ray we get this kind of X-ray. This is the lateral cephalogram. First we will identify the important markings and then we will proceed to the landmarks. So first we will identify these soft tissue markings, then we will identify these frontal sinus, maxillary sinus, Sella, turcica and so on. Now we proceed to the important landmarks. The first important landmark is the Sella turcica, represented by point S. It represents the stable cranial base. Now coming to the point N, represents Nasion. It is the anterior point of the frontonasal suture. Now coming to the Porion, represents the uppermost part of the external auditory meatus. Orbitale represents the lowest point of the inferior orbital rim. PNS represents the posterior end of the hard palate. ANS represents the anterior nasal spine. It is the tip of the anterior nasal spine. Point A represents subnasal. It is the deepest point on the anterior concavity of the maxilla. It represents the position of maxilla. Now coming to point B, this represents submental. It is the deepest point of the anterior concavity of the mandible. It represents the position of mandible. Now coming to the POG point, it represents Pogonion. It is the anterior most part of the bony chin. GN represents the Gnathion. It is the anterior inferior point of the chin. M represents Menton. It is the lowest point of the mandible. GO represents Gonion. It is the most posterior inferior point of the mandible. We also identify the central incisors and the first molar. They are important to identify the proper occlusion. Now coming to the important reference planes. Point S to N represents SN plane. It represents the anterior cranial base. Point PO to point O represents the Frankfurt horizontal plane. It is the horizontal reference for the facial analysis. PNS to ANS represents the palatal plane and GO to M represents the mandibular plane. Now coming to the important cephalometric measurements. The first is the SNA angle. Represents the relation of maxilla to the cranial base. It is normally 81 degree plus minus 3 degree. The second angle is the SNB. It represents relation of mandible to the cranial base. It is approximately 79 degree plus minus 3 degree. The ANB angle is SNA minus SNB. It is 3 degree plus minus 2 degree. The clinical relevance of these angles are such that if the SNA angle is increased, it represents the maxillary protrusion. If it is decreased, it represents the maxillary retrusion, for example in cleft palate. Similarly, SNB angle increases represents prognathism, and if it decreases represents retrognathism. These cephalometric measurements are very important in determining how much amount of correction is going to be done in orthognathic surgeries. Thank you.